Hydrating body butter. Now this is one of Modern Roots' staple items. This was one of the first products I created based on my daughter's skin cells, and I would scrape her skin cells and look at why her skin condition, which was a form of eczema, one of the 4 forms of eczema, and it was one of the worst cases that I've seen. There's so many kiddos that come in and ask us to help with that, and they oftentimes match the skin cells of my daughter and the need of moisture retention for somebody like her that matched other people as well. So this formula has a high amount of vitamin E, and we're not talking like the liquid vitamin E that you get from the store. These are tocopherols, and these are really strong, the highest form of vitamin E that you can get. It's fat soluble. It's a fat soluble vitamin that acts like an antioxidant, and it's naturally found in our natural human sebum, and it protects our cells from damage. Now, somebody with really, really dry skin, eczema or psoriasis, don't produce as high levels of vitamin E in their natural human sebum that I have found microscopically than other people that are more of a Mediterranean descent or something like that, that produce more of that vitamin E in their skin. So vitamin E, adding that to this formula is incredibly important because of the people that don't produce much of it. It also has coconut oil. We use a very small amount of coconut oil because coconut oil, ironically, is a drying oil, and we use it for people oftentimes that have oily skin, but in this case we're using a tiny bit of it in the right formulation to create an antimicrobial, perfect combination of oils that help reduce microbial buildup or bacterial buildup on the skin, which can cause itching. So we want to reduce that amount, or the ability to foster an environment for bacteria to grow. It also helps calm redness, and oftentimes in eczema, that's very common. Grapeseed oil, it protects against free radicals. It's really quick absorbing, which is important for this formula because some other oils in this formula aren't necessarily quick absorbing. So we're trying to help that grapeseed oil grab some of the other oils that we're using and shove it into the skin cells a little bit quicker. One, because you don't want to have super oily skin all day, but we want that protective barrier right away. It's antimicrobial as well, and it evens out skin tone. With prolonged use, you can really notice even skin tone from having psoriasis or eczema, and it starts to smooth it out. Now that does take time because it requires application and shedding of those old cells, but it is pretty cool to watch. It has olive oil. It creates a smooth application. It's an antioxidant. And then lastly, it's shea butter. We use a lot of shea butter at Modern Roots, organic shea butter. We use shea butter from all over Africa, different parts of Africa. Sometimes it comes as a cream color, sometimes it's yellow, and sometimes it's light pink. So this formula can change in color a little bit, and that has nothing to do with the ability to absorb or the quality of the ingredients. It's just the region of where it comes from in Africa. Shea butter has an amazing ability to improve eczema and psoriasis by protecting the outer layer, the outer skin layer from moisture loss. It prevents cell damage, and it's great for those with psoriasis or really, really dry skin. Now, psoriasis is a little bit different than eczema because you get that overlayering of the skin cells in that one spot, and that creates the psoriasis spot or that buildup of cells. And it's really important for people that have psoriasis to exfoliate. It's really important for everyone to exfoliate, so you're actually giving nutrients to the new cells that are available, and scrubbing off that top layer, those dead skin cells. So we're not moisturizing dead skin cells that create an uneven look to our skin. So again, this is the Hydrating Body Butter. It's great for people with really dry skin, psoriasis, eczema, or just if you're really itchy or dry. But it is most important that you apply this after bath or shower. The reason is that the skin cells need moisture especially people with dry skin. It's really critical that they get moisture in the skin cell. And what it does is the skin cell's like this, and then as it gets the moisture in the shower or the bath, it fills up, and your skin cells kind of just had a glass of water, basically. And then what you want to do is you want to cap that with a thick moisture barrier, a smartly created moisture barrier with like vitamin E, grapeseed, coconut oil, shea butter, olive oil, things like that. And then it creates this time capsule loss where the cell loses its amount of moisture very slowly throughout the day. If you don't use that moisture cap like the Hydrating Body Butter, it loses it actually within about 20 minutes. So people that are dry now feel drier. You almost feel like a piece of parchment paper. It's because you're losing that moisture that cell has in it. And people a lot of times will say, oh, I'm not going to shower because it makes me feel more dry. It's the opposite. If you shower and you cap that, you get much more elastic skin, much better even skin tone, glowing, beautiful skin over time because you're providing moisture to it throughout the day without it losing it. So again, that's the Hydrating Body Butter. Put it on after bath or shower within a few minutes, and you're going to have much more elastic, much more easygoing skin, and it won't itch. It will feel so much better. Hydrating Body Butter, you can find it at modernroots.org.